Good morning. So, as you all know, I'm all about mindset, positive reinforcement, trying to retrain the negative into a positive within your mindset, and living in the present moment alongside your authentic truth. And with that authentic truth comes the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, you all know I was diagnosed with diabetes about 3 months ago now, and I've been struggling a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a total change in life in everything that I thought I knew about what my body needed. So because I have all my other conditions, which is fibromyalgia, erythromyalgia, and complex regional pain syndrome, it kind of causes upset. They all kind of get into a gang and then they start fighting with each other. So it's a bit annoying. And then to top it off, we have the thyroid, which is under control. Yay! But the diabetes is erratic. The blood levels, sugars, are erratic. The other day I ended up in bed because I've been getting a lot of lightheadedness, and it seems that is caused by erratic blood sugars. Even though I am following what I need to be doing, these erratic blood sugars are causing havoc inside. So the things you can't see, which is a nightmare. On the maximum dose of medication at the moment, but I think it will be changed because it doesn't seem to be getting things under control. But what I have noticed is my skin problems aren't getting better, which they should have, and that's due to the erratic blood sugars. But I hope this doesn't sound vain, and you know what, if you think it does, then that's your interpretation of it. But for me, it's not about vanity. My hair has always been my number one thing that's never been an issue. I've always had thick, curly, wavy hair, and it's always been healthy, and I've always looked after it, and I've never had an issue. But of late, the diabetes is stripping it to hell. At first I thought, oh, it's just, I'm just having a few shedding of hair. So I thought, I'll cut it. I'll cut a big chunk off of it so it's not so weighted, and put in some layers, and it will make it feel a bit better, and it won't put so much stress on volume. Yeah, the hair is falling out in major clumps, as in not when you brush your hair and it's like just a bit of hair coming off or whatever. This is strands of hair with the root intact. It's just all coming out. And this morning I stood in the shower and I cried because it's the one thing that's always been a constant. I've never had an issue. So the fact that, and this much probably seems so trivial to so many people, but for me, my hair has been like my thing, my safety net, in the sense of everything else is going on. My mindset is good and my hair is fine. Not saying that I do lots to my hair, because I don't. I wash it and I let it dry. I don't straighten it. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. It's, it's just body and fullness. And that fullness is going quite dramatically and quite quickly. And it just kind of, it's frustration because, as a woman, you don't want to be losing your hair. You don't want to be having that thinness or, you know, the stuff going on. And it sounds fucking stupid, but I just think of everything that I've had going on with health issues, from bilateral to mastectomies, you know, being allergic to my progesterone, having a full hysterectomy at a young age, all these things, and surgical menopause, and all these things I've managed to deal with. And how crazy is it, the one thing that is trivial is kind of putting me in a funk. And now most probably look at my hair and say, oh, but it looks so thick and it looks so, you know. That's because I've cut it so it's layered out and it looks thicker than it is. And it looks fuller than it is. But this I'm finding hard. Out of it all, this is the thing that is making me upset. Bizarre. How crazy that all the things that I've had to deal with, and hair loss is making me a mess. I mean, even the bilateral mastectomies didn't cause this much stress within me. And I think that's because I was in control of the narrative of what needed to be done, and there would be some reconstruction, and I didn't give a shit about the scars, you know, because scars are a story, aren't they? And plus I've tattooed, my husband had them had tattoos for me, created for me, so it's an artwork. But your hair, that is on show. That is the thing that, yeah. So today I'm finding it a bit difficult, not gonna lie. Finding it difficult because I've got no control, and that's the thing that's driving me nuts. I've got no control of it, and it's like everything, the more you stress, the worse you make it. And it's not that I'm stressed, it's just upset me. And then I now have an ulcer on my toe, and that is also from diabetes. So everything that I'm doing right is not benefiting the diabetes, and that's frustration. So frustrated. So doctors next week, and to see what the hell we can do, because obviously the medication is not working the way it should be, and honestly I need a bit of hope with regards to it. We will see, but this is me being my honest self about having a bad day, and I'm sure I will find a way to turn this into a positive of some sort. You know, we'll see. But at this present moment, I need to rant. And I'm releasing it so it doesn't hold space in my brain. I need to release it out there so I'm not holding it in and stressing about it. So, have a great day. Do something for yourself today that you've been putting off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go for a walk at the beach, most probably, because I need to just walk. Even with an ulcerated toe, I need to walk. So, have a good one. Bye.